A lot of things happened on Monday Night Raw, and my favorite thing was The Shield. Okay, maybe not, because there were so many things. I think my favorite thing was The Shield. No. I think this Shield thing cannot beat this Shield thing. Or what about the time when we seen Shield? Okay, I'm obviously kidding. The greatest thing on Monday Night Raw this week was The Shield. Lots of Shield moments. Welcome to the greatest show in wrestling history. Welcome to greatness of wrestling. As always,
the Divas Champion, the Great One.
Thank you. But she always forgets to say that I'm the reigning, defending heavyweight Divas Champion of the wrestling community. Thank you very much. Now today we don't necessarily have a lot of things to talk about. There's only one big rumor, and then we're going to just straight jump into Monday Night Raw review. Now we all know that Batista is returning to the WWE as a part of Evolution. Randy Orton, Triple H, Ric Flair, and Batista. The original Evolution is back on SmackDown 1000. And you guys already know why I am excited about that. If you haven't seen the video, it's on my channel. I already talked about it. Huge part of my childhood. Now what is the reason behind Batista's return to the WWE? It's actually pretty simple. He is going to get exactly what he wants. Triple H versus Batista, WrestleMania 35. It hasn't been confirmed or anything like that, but maybe, just maybe, Triple H actually accepted this challenge by Batista because he said that he wants one more run in the WWE and he wants to face Hunter at WrestleMania. We already seen that at WrestleMania 21 and it was a pretty cool moment. So hopefully we're going to see it again. Now, it doesn't have to do anything with this rivalry, but I've always found it very interesting how Batista is actually older than Triple H. What was the point of the evolution then? Past, present, future, older than the president or some shit like that? I guess he was just an animal. So let's talk about Monday Night Raw. Show started with Dean Ambrose addressing this whole Shield and Braun Strowman and all these guys situation. Is he going to join them? Is he going to betray the Shield? He pretty much insinuated that he's mad he's not a champion right now in the WWE and that the Shield are actually holding him. He actually said that people assume that this is what he thinks, but it's pretty clear that WWE are teasing this heel turn to make you watch the Australians WWE Super Showdown, and guess what? I'm pretty sure nothing is going to happen. Yes, it's going to be way more interesting to watch the match, but if WWE actually would turn Dean Ambrose heel right now, they would not tease it at all. It would be way too obvious right now. At the end of this promo, he said that the Shield is not a group, faction, whatever, it's a brotherhood. Baron Corbin interfered and he said that you either leave the WWE or you either face Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship or Seth Rollins for the Intercontinental Championship tonight. Dean Ambrose said, I want to face you. Okay, there's police somewhere. But he got Braun Strowman instead. Braun Strowman was beating Dean Ambrose's ass and we got that interference from Roman Reigns. This whole thing ended in chaos, but Dean Ambrose didn't really appreciate Roman Reigns' and Seth Rollins' help. In the backstage segment, he pretty much said that if not you, I would be the Intercontinental Champion right now, and he actually said the same thing to Roman Reigns. If not you, I would be the Universal Champion right now. Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns are very confused about this. I think most of you guys are confused as well. Why would WWE tease it so obviously? Which probably means, like I've said, he's not turning heel, nothing is going to change, deal with it. Then we got a match between Dolph Ziggler and Roman Reigns, and I honestly really enjoyed it. I think they kind of have chemistry, which is something I never knew. I don't think they ever faced in a one-on-one match. They definitely faced in a tag team match, but in one-on-one, I don't think I've ever seen it, but I think it was pretty decent. That spear looked absolutely tremendous. The way Dolph Ziggler sells the moves is great, and I think it doesn't work in his favor because WWE want to use him as a guy who is going to lose every time because he makes other people look good. So it's kinda good, but doesn't work in his favor at the same time. Then we were about to get Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre match, but in the backstage promo, Dolph Ziggler said that we are going to get Dean Ambrose on our side. And Braun Strowman pretty much said that we don't need any weak links in our team, in which he meant that Dolph Ziggler is a weak link of the group. So this whole thing is really confusing right now, and I think WWE did a decent job with it. Right now we have even more questions when it comes to WWE Super Showdown. Is Dean Ambrose turning heel? Is Drew McIntyre turning face? Or they are going to turn on Dolph Ziggler, or maybe Dolph Ziggler is going to turn on them because of this sentence right here. I don't know, but it definitely raises a lot of questions, which is always a positive in the WWE. Now, one thing I want to address, the title of this video is probably that The Shield is ruining WWE, and I think in some ways they do, because there were too many Shield moments. You have 3 hours of Monday Night Raw, and this show was filled with the Shield. And if you guys don't know, the last time the Shield opened and ended the pay-per-view, I think Raw got the lowest Raw ratings in history. So I think people are not that into this Shield reunion. In my opinion, it's not the same. Then we got Ronda Rousey versus Ruby Riott. We got Ronda Rousey versus Ruby Riott. That's what we got, in which Ronda Rousey won, and I can't say much about it. I think Brie Bella got booed out of the building during her entrance. I could be wrong, but that was about it, and I don't have to talk about this, okay? And ladies and gentlemen, it's that romantic time of the video, WWE's Confessions. I want to eat John Cena's scum so badly. Let's go back to Monday Night Raw review. Then we got Bobby Roode versus Connor, and this is where I get mad because my boy Victor is not getting a push. Instead, Connor is getting a push. Talent, looks, athleticism. Some people would even say he's very sexy. Why would Connor get the push? He actually defeated Bobby Roode. First of all, rest in peace Bobby Roode's career. Second of all, seems like Connor is getting a push and he's going to turn on Victor. Connor is getting a push and Victor is probably getting fired from the WWE. How dare you? How dare you? The greatest WWE superstar just fired like that. In all seriousness, I do think that Connor is getting a push because the only time he won matches is in a singles match. So I think it makes a lot of sense that he is going to turn on his partner and he will realize that I'm better on my own and it was all Victor's fault. It's not. It's not Victor's fault. It's never Victor's fault. And Bobby Roode, man, I feel so bad for this guy. Honestly. Then we got Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins. Dolph Ziggler distracted Seth Rollins in the middle of the match. Drew McIntyre with a finisher 1, 2, 3. Then we got a bunch of chaos, in which the heel guys finally stood tall. So what are your thoughts on this rivalry? Are you excited? What do you think is going to happen? Who is turning heel? Who is turning face? My prediction, nothing happens, end of story. Thanks WWE. And then we got one of the most shocking WWE moments and one of the most entertaining ones in the latest memory. We got a concert with Elias and Kevin Owens pretty much addressing their match against Bobby Lashley and John Cena in Australia. Elias roasted their basketball team and the crowd were booing for at least like 5-6 minutes. I don't think we ever had that in the WWE. It was so amazing. It kinda sucked that it was for such a silly reason, you know. Oh my god, my basketball team just got roasted. Oh no. But it was still very entertaining. Kevin Owens had to scream because people couldn't hear him, nobody could hear him, and yeah, I think that was a very entertaining moment and something different. Then we got Bobby Lashley versus Kevin Owens. I don't want to touch that ever again, let's move on. And the show ended with Shawn Michaels promo. Shawn Michaels was talking about the Undertaker and Triple H match, but Kane interfered from the back and he attacked Shawn Michaels. Then the Wild Undertaker appeared. He was about to tombstone Shawn Michaels, but Triple H interfered and we got Chaos DX versus the Brothers of Destruction double chokeslam. What was Shawn Michaels wearing on his head? Okay, this is exciting. This was a very good way to end the show. Honestly, I don't know what happened to The Undertaker. I think at WrestleMania he looked way better than he does right now, but can you blame the guy? He's not 20. Are you guys excited for this Triple H versus Undertaker match? I kinda am. I think they got the most out of this because at the end of the day, it doesn't really make any sense at all. Why would they fight? Why? There's really no reason, but I think with that fact, they made the most out of it and it's kinda entertaining. And that's kinda it for today's episode of Greatness of Wrestling. I would give this Raw I think 7 out of 10 because it was kinda entertaining and the Shield moments were entertaining as well, but they were taking over the whole Monday Night Raw, which is something that I didn't really appreciate. But let me know in the comments below your thoughts about this edition of Monday Night Raw. Leave a like. What do you think about Batista returning to the WWE? And if you want to support the series, social media, the links are in the description. The great one. Peace, love, and hugs.